Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Forces Speed Battle. And welcome to all the new players, as today there was an update and the game is now available on Android globally as well. There are some special items for the Android users who previously had to use an APK file. I don't even know what that is. I use an Apple and iPhone, so I'm not sure how all that works. But there was previously an APK file that you could use in order to run the game. But now it is available in the Google Play Store. If we take a look at the changes, Sonic Forces Speed Battle is now live worldwide on Google Play. Exclusive free welcome bundle for Google players. I haven't even heard from anybody on my Discord, and I do have a Discord as always. Links are in the description below. Head over to my Discord. Let me know, what did you guys get when you signed up with your Google Play account? We now support achievements, which see the full list in the settings menu. I believe, like on Game Center, when I logged in today after doing the update, I noticed a bunch of achievements popped in, and that was kind of annoying for a minute, but now that they're all gone, it's fine. And the daily chest count limit now resets every day with the lucky character reset. For those of you that don't know, each day you're going to get each 24 hours, which is each day, you're going to have a star runner. It appears to be completely random. And your star runner is going to, when you do your daily runs, you get 20 of your daily runs, where you're going to get 2 times the number of cards whenever you do a run. So, and this is a horrible way of describing this, but what's going to happen is once a day, you're going to be able to run 20 times, and no matter what, you're going to get a treasure chest. And inside that reward booster is going to be X number of cards. For me, I think, I want to say like 6 for 4th place and 13 for 1st place. And then you will be able to watch a video, which is an ad, 45 seconds to a minute. And that's going to allow you to double that. But then if you have your star runner, you're going to be able to double that. So if I finish 1st place, it's 13, give me 26, and then double that is 52. So you can see, if you're able to string together some victories with your star runner, and I highly recommend that you save your star runner until your boosters reset, and then maybe even get a couple test runs in with a different figure before you jump in with your star runner, especially if your star runner is not a figure that you're accustomed to using. That's just a little tip and a trick to help you earn more rewards. As you can see from the last time that I did a video for you guys, I have finally unlocked all 15 of the current characters. They're like in all games, some are better than others, and it really depends on your style. Some figures that I think are good, you may not really think are all that great, but I highly recommend that you play around and test a lot of the different figures to see how you do best. And if you are new to the game, and I am assuming that there are going to be several new people trying to figure out what is this game all about, my best advice starting off is just run with your highest leveled figure to start off with. What's going to end up happening, and we'll go to, do I have any level 1s? Okay, we'll go here to Zavok. What we're going to have is, no, go back. Level 1 is just unlocking the character, but then as you get more cards, and for some reason I can't close that. And this 5 of 6, that's how many cards I have and how many it takes to level up. But as you go through these different levels, your fire boost is going to remain longer, your mines are going to remain longer, and you start with more rings. Your abilities and powers get better, is essentially what I'm trying to say, and it caps out at 16. So what you're going to want to do is, as you build up coins, or rings I mean, your figure starts to run faster. Well, if you look at silver here, I start with 20 rings, where with the previous figure I start with 0. So right off the bat, while this may be a better figure than silver, silver's going to get so far out in front of you and have such an advantage that this character is not that much better than silver to compensate for the deficit that you're going to be in at the beginning. And that's just my best tip for beginners. Really, the early going speed is kind of king. So you could just simply run Sonic and probably do all right. From what I understand, they have improved matchmaking, which is great. And they've also improved the look of these chests. These are way more dynamic, way more vivid than they used to be. They used to be kind of matte, flat, basic, you know, kind of an artist rendering of a treasure chest. One thing I will tell you though, is if you are new, these red rings are everything. That's how you open these if you don't want to wait on time. But they did double the amount of red coins that it takes to open the gold chests. I don't remember. I think the silver chest was, I thought it was 20. It very well could have been 15 and I just didn't remember it that way. But I feel like this is more expensive as well. And I don't have any of the diamond or the platinum or the emerald chest. I don't have any of those. I've never had an emerald chest, and I've only had 1, maybe 2 platinum chests in about 3 weeks of playing. So those are definitely very, very rare. And every 4 hours, you're going to have a free trunk. That's where, if you want to stay free to play, you will gain 3 red coins. So far, that's all I've ever gotten is 3. I don't know if that changed or if it's just a very low pull rate to get more. As far as I know, you can only get 3. And that's kind of everything. So last week, I talked about Charmy and why I like him. I think it's a good figure. Starting off early, he has the highest acceleration, I believe. He had 9. Let's see if anybody else has 9 acceleration. I don't believe. Nope. So Charmy has your fastest acceleration. It doesn't necessarily play out at the beginning since it's a running start, but when you hit an object or get hit by an object, and you will on the course, your acceleration is going to get you moving faster. Today I want to talk about Amy, and like the Britney Spears songs, If You Seek Amy. That's kind of how I feel about Amy. Amy has a speed of 9, so it's the 3rd fastest, and I say the 3rd fastest because Sonic has 10 speed, and oh no, I apologize. I thought Chaos had 10 speed, so Chaos had 9, so it's tied. Oh no, there we go. Shadow has 10 speed, so it's tied for 3rd in speed. And I can tell you none of the other commons have 9 for their speed. Acceleration 5. That's not great, and strength is 7, which is pretty good. You're going to still feel the effects of running into things, but not nearly as much as, say, if you're Sonic over here with a strength of 4. Amy's special powers are lightning, hits 1 or more opponents with a short, sharp shock, making them drop an item. That's very powerful. If you get out in the lead with Amy, you can keep your other 2 items that we'll go over in a minute. You can keep those loaded because you're not going to need them really. And you can just pick up boosters where you're going to get the lightning bolt and consistently hamper your opponent's ability to pull items, because every time you trigger your lightning bolt, one of your opponents or more is going to drop their item. So right now at level 6, 2 opponents. So basically, only one person is going to pick up a treasure chest along the race and then not get it knocked out if I'm using Amy. And when you get to level 12, everybody's going to drop their items. Very powerful. Ice Boost, glide forward at speed, and put the freeze on any opponents you hit. When you trigger this, you're going to go extra fast. And when you're doing that, you want to try to move over your opponents that are in front of you. It's going to ice them. When you are iced, if you don't know, You can't move left, you can't move right, you can't jump over items, and you can't duck under items. If you get frozen before a drop-off, you are going to fall off the map. And if you get frozen before an obstacle, you are most likely going to run into that obstacle. You lose coins that way, and coins build speed, and you lose momentum, and that's where acceleration will come into play. Ice Mine, give your opponents a sub-zero surprise and put their intentions on ice. There's a quick rundown of Amy. Let's jump into a few boards. Now, one thing that I do recommend, and I have mentioned this in other videos, but I feel like we're probably going to have some newer players checking out the channel and the videos, that what I would recommend is turn the music off, and so you can only hear the sound effects. Now, when I'm playing and recording, I cannot hear anything at all, but if you turn it down so that you hear the sound effects, you can hear right before you get bombed or when there's things coming at you. And if you do have the volume off like I do, we're going to just go ahead and try to blow past people here. And there's the lightning bolt. If you do have it so that you only hear the sound effects, you can tell when you have danger. Now, if you don't have the sound on, there will be a little red exclamation mark that pops up. Let's zap him. Another thing that it's going to do is if somebody has a speed boost on, it's going to zap their speed boost away from them as well. Very nice utility. And right now I'm just going to keep pulling lightning bolts, and I'm going to keep stealing my items from or making my opponents drop their items. I can't get in front of Sonic here. He's just a little too fast for me. We will trigger that, hop over them. Oh, tried to hit him at the last minute. Gonna end up in a second place there. But there'll be a little red exclamation point right before you get hit. You gotta have super quick reflexes in order to avoid getting hit. But if you have it set up where you just hear the sound effects, you're going to hear the items approaching. So on my Discord, we kind of did a casual tier list, and Amy was right at, she was in the top tier, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is going to be kind of ugly for me. We've got a lot of very good runners here. Let's see how well we keep up. We had a really nice second place finish there. Not going to complain about second. Another change that they made is previously you only got trophies for finishing first, and they have changed that to now you get trophies for first and second place. I'm going to keep that. Ouch. I was too busy looking at, let's see if I can't run down tails here. Oh. Oh! Ran into Charmy. Oh well. You do get a treasure chest for second place now, where previously you did not. Man, I'm just getting lit up by everything. Let's see if I can't maintain position here by spam attacking my lightning bolt. Oh, crap. Keep him from getting further away. And I'm going to... See, I didn't even see... I should have triggered that earlier, because... Oh, crap. Let's do that, let's do that. Ugh. Man. When you're coming down the straightaway to finish a race, you cannot run in a straight line. As you saw, I ran in a straight line, I got plowed. I don't know if there are any stats as to whether moving left and right or jumping or sliding slows you down or speeds you up. I don't know. We don't have room matches in order to test that kind of stuff. But I can tell you, if you were running in a straight line, you are almost always going to get plowed with something. As you saw, I wasn't shifting, I wasn't moving around, and I paid the price dearly for that. Here we go. We're going up against another Amy here. And I'm just going to get iced all over the place right off the bat. Just take away everybody's special powers. See? And then since I'm going up against an Amy, if you're going up against anybody who has lightning, it's best to not try to hold on to items because they will steal them from you, make you drop them. They're not even stealing, they will make you drop them. There is, I believe, it's not Chaos, but I believe it's Shadow will actually steal an item from you, and we'll go over Shadow when we cover him in a later video. I don't know why all I'm getting are lightning bolts at this point. Because I'm in 4th place, I would anticipate getting usable items. See? And there we go. I don't know if it takes a certain item or if it's completely random. Let me try to run. Okay, I'm up to my 100 coins. That's a pretty solid 2nd place finish right there. Just barely edged out 3rd place, it looks like. Pretty good day so far. When you finish 1st or 2nd, you are going to gain trophies. That's how you level up. Sometimes if you finish 3rd, you will gain trophies depending on the competition you're running against. And always if you finish in 4th place, you will lose trophies. And it usually hurts pretty bad. Unless you get demolished by really good players, it may not hurt as bad. But if you're like 1300 like I am, and say my opponents were all in the 800s and I finished 4th, it would be minus double digits for sure. We're just going to go ahead and spam attack that out. Getting off to a quick start is always crucial. I would advise not, if at all possible, don't let opponents run directly behind you if at all you can help it. Now the reason why, I don't know what I just got hit with there, but the reason why I wasn't affected by the hurricanes that were left behind is because I did have my shield on. Oh look, I froze 2 people. One thing that I don't really like is that when they're frozen, they still move at their same speed. I don't feel like they get slowed down at all. So there's one. I know I iced at least, ouch. Doesn't do any good to get a big head start like that and then lose it. I'm going to hit something or fall off. I always do when I have a speed boost going at that time. Now if you go right here, it's actually faster, but I want the items. Spam attack that, we'll hammer that and try to get the great finish. Perfect. And that's why I like to go that way. That was actually a really good win, really solid win for me there. Beating 1600, I should get some decent coin trophies out of this. 9 trophies, not bad. The higher you move up in rank, the less trophies you get for winning, obviously. And let's go ahead. We'll jump into one more race. And I always say this, and then I do horribly. So I probably should have ended on a 1st place finish because that was really nice. We'll jump into one more. So far, I was told that the matchmaking had improved. And so far, from what I can tell, it seems better. I seem to be way closer to having people more in a line with where I am on the game. We'll try to... I don't know this course. This is actually a course that I do not know. And one tip that I did hear from the official Sonic YouTube is when you jump, if you pull straight down, you come back down faster. And I imagine that being on the ground is better than being in the air for maintaining speed. Whoa! This is just a course I'm not at all familiar with. And as such, I'm hitting things all over the place. Oh, I need 1 coin. Don't need those. Woo. Now I need more coins. And when you're doing a new course, you're going to hit everything in the road, as you see I'm doing here. Look at that, I finished 4th. But it's okay. Like, I don't know how the guy in front of me knew the course so well, or maybe I was just extremely bad. Like I said, I always say last one and then I do one more, but this is for, as long as I know this course, and there's a couple courses that because of the matchmaking the way it was, I would always play lower ranked players, and so I would always run on the same handful of courses. So I know those courses really well, and this is one that I do know. So we're good to go here. So this will be the last one. Going up against a lot of Amy's, so I believe it is going to best to not try to hoard my items and just use them. As you can see, my Wi-Fi is cutting out there. To go ahead and just use your items as much. I feel bad for Silver here. With all these Amy's, he's never going to get to use... Oh, see, I got... Bam. Look at that. Never going to get to use any items. And yet, I'm still managed to be behind, to be in 4th place. I wonder why it is. Every time I say I'm ready to be done, I start losing really consistently. Maybe if I would just not hit everything. Did anybody ever see that movie Days of Thunder? Where the pit boss, the crew chief, tells him to go out and hit the pace car, and the Tom Cruise character is like, hit the pace car, why? And he goes, because you've hit everything else on the course today, I want you to be perfect. That's kind of how I feel like I'm playing at the moment. So I've hit everything else on the course. Man, I can't hit that thing enough. And we're going to eke out a 3rd place finish there. So not the greatest, but not the worst either. I will probably lose coins for that, or trophies. Yeah, -2. So there you go. Welcome to all the new players on Google and Android. I hope, if you look at my username, it is our Discord channel. But like I said, there's a link in the description below to the Discord. I hope you guys check the game out. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time.